Good morning and warm welcome to my beloved students. Today we are going to discuss the part 2 of easy explanation of the lesson Where There Is a Wheel written by P. Sainath. Where There Is a Wheel written by P. Sainath. So, P. Sainath is an Indian journalist and photographer. This essay is taken from his book Everybody Loves a Good Drought. So, welcome to the part 2. So, in the last class, you have discussed about how this Arivoli Ilakam movement originated and how many people benefited, especially the woman flock in the village Kirakuriki village in Pudukkottai, and the name of the woman Fatima, Jamila B, and the central coordinator N. Kannammal. For them, learning this art of cycling is something very unique and important. They connected this art of learning cycle as their freedom and not depending on men, and they say that it have helped them to come out from the shackle of male imposed barriers. So let us see how this idea originated of cycling movement. The whole phenomena is the brainchild of the popular former district collector Sheila Rani Chunkat. Somebody has to be initiate the ideas, give the idea. So who gave this idea for the poor people in Pudukkottai is that this idea of cycling and making them independent and helping them women to come out from the male imposed barrier. It is the idea of the district collector. The name of the district collector is Sheila Rani Chunkat. In the year 1991 was to train female activists so that literacy would reach women in the interior. So her main idea is in order to educate the people, they must have the freedom of movement and women must have free time to learn. So how to make women free from the daily chores of life, picking up the children, carrying the water, getting the water from far, and buying the grocery. So only if women are free, they will be able to go to college or school for their primary education. So what Sheila Rani Chunkat thought that literacy, her aim is that all the women must be educated. How can it reach to the interior part? So she included mobility as a part of literacy. If women have the mobility, the freedom of moving from one place to another, that will help most of the women to get educated. This flowed from the fact that lack of mobility among women played a big role in undermining their confidence. Since they are not educated, they lack confidence. It is not because they don't have the potential in them, because they cannot move. Because in the village, Kirakurchi village, there are no many schools, or to do their higher education they have to go to the main town. For that they need transportation, and in the village there is no many buses, so they have to be free. So mobility is the first priority to be given if she wanted the woman to get educated. Sheila Rani Chunkat pushed the back because the cost of the bicycle is 1,200. The women, most of them are illiterate and they are jobless people. So they couldn't buy a cycle. So what she did is through bank, she started giving loans to buy bicycle. So also to get each block to access specific duty in promoting and she appointed so many coordinators to promote the cycling drive. As a top official in the district, she gave it great personal attention and she was really interested. She has given her heart and mind to educate and especially to women flock to encourage the woman flock to get education, to learn the art of cycling. The first activists learned cycling. Then the neoliterates wanted to learn. First the coordinators learned, then the newly women who have come for learning art of cycling, they join. From that it spread like wildfire, and they never charged for teaching the art of cycling. And even Srila Rani Chunkat started giving loans for women to buy bicycles. And never mind, Gen Cycle would do just so. Since most of the people started buying, ladies started buying cycle, there was a huge demand for lady cycle, and there was shortage for lady cycle. So what they did is, since there was shortage, they went for women started going for Gen Cycle. After using the Gen Cycle, they felt it is more attracted. They got attracted towards, some of them women flock got attracted towards the men's cycle, because it had long bar where they can keep firewood, even heavy things, and even they can keep the child, and on the back seat they could keep the groceries and water pots. So some of the women were very happy to ride in men's cycle. At this day, thousands of women rides Gen Cycle, and they could feel that it is more preferred by them, because it have the middle road where they could keep the children and ride, and along with the thing they could carry some things behind the seat. After the International Women's Day in 1992, the district can never be the same. The flag on the handlebars, bells ringing, over 1,500 female cyclists took Pudukkottai by storm. So 1991 they started cycling movement. Within a short span of 1 year, you can see the changes in Pudukkottai. Around 1,500 female cyclists took Pudukkottai by storm. There, the all women cycle. They conducted a woman cycle rally, and with a massive show. So it was a big attraction where young women display their skill of cycling. What did this males think? One who have to approve was N. Kanakarajan, the owner of Ram Cycle. The single dealer saw the rise of 350% in the sale Indian cycle in 1 year. So it's not 100%, 350% of ladies started buying cycle. That figure is probably underestimated by two reasons. He is telling that the owner of the Ram Cycle, P. Sainath, asked what is the feedback, or how many cycle you are selling per year. Then he is telling that sometimes this the owner of the Ram Cycle, who is that Kanagarajan, would have not told the exact thing, because for him P. Sainath was a stranger, and he thought that it may be somebody from income tax office. They are asking to check the tax evasion. So he just gave a small figure. One a lot women unable to wait for lady cycle went for men's cycle, and those who couldn't wait for lady cycle, they purchased men's cycle. And so you can see that in the year 1992, the more people, there are a lot of ladies started learning the art of cycling, and they purchase their own cycle because the bank is giving loan for them. The Kanakarajan shared this information with me with great caution. Caution means very care. So because he thought that P. Sainath, he's a writer, he thought that he was an undercover agent from the sales department. So author is telling maybe not 350%, more than that, it would have, the sale of cycle would have been increased. In any case, not all the males were hostile. Some were very encouraging. That is Muthu Bhaskaran. And he's telling all the males are not male chauvinists. Some of them were male, encouraged the woman to learn the art of cycling. One among them, that Muthu Bhaskaran. He is an Arivoli activist. He wrote the famous cycling song, has become their anthem. So you cannot tell that all the men were against this thing, art of cycling. Some people like Muthu Bhaskaran, they promoted ladies to ride cycle, and he wrote an anthem for them. When in the blazing heat in Kudimannala's stone quarries, you run into Manoramani. She's only 22-year-old. She used to train the ladies who are working in the stone quarry. An Arivoli volunteer herself. She's also an Arivoli volunteer who Manoramani, who is a quarry worker. She's an Arivoli volunteer. He thinks that her co-workers also must learn. The co-workers means who works along with her in the quarry must also learn the art of cycling. Our areas are little cut off, she told me. She said that it is a remote area. Cut off means remote area. So she felt that all the ladies in her village, especially in that area, quarry workers, they must learn the art of cycling. And those who know cycling, they can be mobile. Mobile means they can move independently. In a single week in 1992, more than 70,000 people displayed their cycling skill at the Publicum exhibition contest run by Arivoli. And and after seeing one single week 70,000 people, ladies, display the skill of cycling. So this caught the world attraction, especially UNICEF. They have noticed this, and they have sanctioned. They gave free 50 mopeds. Moped means it's like a small scooter for Arivoli volunteers. Cycling has had definite economic implication. So here 4 markers question will come. What is the economic implication for cycling? It boosts income. The woman could make more money because some of the women were selling selling vegetables. So they have this, once they started using cycling, they could cover a lot far distance, and thus it increased their financial outcome. And bicycle cut down the time of wasted in waiting for buses. So they need to wait for the buses right now. They can go and they can cover more distance within short time, so a short span of time, and the women are getting more free time. Their crucial is poorly connected routines, so they need to wait for the buses, and it gives more time for focus in selling the produce. So this paragraph can be asked 1 4-mark question. What is the economic implication of cycling? That is, one is that it cut down the time wasted in waiting for the buses. The other, it is that they could focus on selling their produce. It enlarges the area what they could cover and increase the leisure time. So women became more free. In the free time, they could go to the night school and educate themselves. Small producers who used to wait for buses were often dependent on fathers, brothers, husbands to reach the bus stop. They could cover only limited number of villages to sell the produce because they were walking. Now they could cover more because they are going in bicycle, and to government is also giving sanction for them, so they could buy a cycle by own, and now they became the owner of the cycle. This woman had to rush back to early to tent means look after the children, and daily chores, fetching the water from the well, buying groceries. So women are getting more time. Who gave cycle now became combined, so they can combine the 2-3 works together. Marketing they can finish, and they can bring the children and bring the get the water. 2-3 work they can combine and do. So because of that, women started getting more leisure time. It would have very much emphasis on the economic aspect. And one more thing is that after learning the art of cycling, they have self-respect. It's vital. Of course, it is not economic. So Fatima is telling that for me, I have to hire a bicycle every day. I am not getting money out of it, but it gives a sense of self-respect for her. And she's telling, I lose money because she have to pay the rent for bicycle, but she's telling that it gives self-respect for her. Never before reaching Pudukkottai had seen a humble vehicle. Underline that, humble. What is a humble vehicle? The cycle, that light in the bicycle as a metaphor of freedom. So here also you can expect a 4-mark question, and 1 mark was a humble vehicle. That light back as a metaphor for freedom is cycle. So this paragraph can be answered. First, this page can be answered, that is, once they started the art of learning cycling, it has a directly economic implication. They could mix 2-3 works together, and they have started getting lot of free and leisure time for them. So the cycle became a metaphor for freedom. It is difficult for people to see how big this for rural women, said Kannamma. It is a Himalayan achievement for you. The people in the city may not consider this a value this, but for the people in Kirakudchi village in Pudukkottai district, it was a big Himalayan, means a big achievement, like flying an aeroplane. It can be just like your feeling once you learn the flying aeroplane. What will be your feeling? The same way, when each woman in Pudukkottai, when they ride the cycle, they have the same feeling. People may laugh, only women know how important it is, because it brings not only an economic implication, like teachers like Fatima, she said that it gives self-respect. Postscript: after this movement, what happened? Postscript: so after this the cycling movement started in the year 1991. Within 5 years after this movement, 95, when he came to P. Sainath came to Pudukkottai, you could see that large number of women were unable to afford bicycle. Each cost 1,400. Now, earlier, when initially it was 1,200, now it has in price have hiked for cycle, that is 1,400. A new generation was coming up that was too young to gain from the first round, but Pudukkottai remains unique. So according to P. Sainath, that after 4 years, when he came back to the same village, he could see that Pudukkottai is unique. Still now the cycling process is art of learning cycling is going on, and enthusiasm for gaining the skill of what? The art peddling the cycle among the rest. And so he says that Pudukkottai remains unique. Still now, the flame that set in the year 1991, it is still going on. All the women, even a girl, when she reaches from the age of 10, she learns the art of cycling, and for them, art of cycling is interrelated to their personal freedom. I hope you understood this lesson and enjoyed, and this lesson is giving a moral for us that in order to become independent, education is the most important criteria, but you need certain things. One among that is freedom of mobility. Here, after learning the art of cycling, girls became more mobile. They have the freedom of mobility that help them to achieve more there in life. So thanks for watching. May God bless you. Have a spirit filled